And we are here. Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony. We are here in the capital, the District of Columbia in Washington. Welcome to Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony. We have an amazing show for you today. My co-host will be the amazing Che Lavelle Rose. He will be firing up the stage lately, but we're going to do something different. We're going to open the stage, open the show with a very talented artist. Multi-talented, multi-educated. He went to Winston-Salem State. Shout out to Trey Fole. Winston-Salem also studied Master of Art at Howard University. This guy is amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jeffrey the Artist.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Jeffrey the Artist. I'm a Master of Fine Arts from Howard University, and I've been striving to start movements like a young Romare Bearden. I got a couple legendary cool cats in my circle with gray whiskers, but me, honestly, I'm still working on growing this beard in. I'm black like exploitation films. I'm bad like Mike Jack, but I'm relevant like Afro-Cobra, so I've never ever had my mic jacked. Yee-hee! You see, I got bit. And I started absorbing black venom the moment I shook hands with Professor Phillips and Professor Anderson. Now I'm infusing my art with black power as I move my hand and blend. And each stroke that I make will redefine the way that you see as I practice this blackness on canvas like the artist of the way you see. You see, it was our ancestors guiding me, melanin dripping as I wrote this on loose leaf. And I would have given Sarah Bartman 2 seats because I know she was so tired of standing and being examined. Now look how far we've come. We've got powerful, creative women where we at right now planning on creating art until the hidden truth seen. Over the course of my studies at Howard, my mind slowly spiraled into a new scheme. And I started replacing my bad habits as I woke up into this new dream. Now I'm a mix of Martin, I'm Malcolm, I'm a dash of Marcus Garvey, Biggie, Tupac, Basquiat with the whole brass artist army. I stand before you with my tribe working like the Komanji workshop, demanding the hurt stop, dismantling your thoughts, sure as the planet's core's hot. And this planet's a sure shot. Respect to Roy DeCarava and James Hinton. I guess that my brain's hinting that if I don't carry the torch on, the future of black art's frame's gonna be missing. Because it's up to us to carry on the legacy of the black art aesthetic. Someone has the recipe to success, and I suggest we look for who last read it. Some, they say that I have delusions of grandeur, and I just say, what's wrong with having changed the world written on every single page in your planner?
That was amazing. Give it up another time for Jeffrey the Artist. That was amazing. I can't wait to hear what else he has in store for us. Welcome to Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony. But as you can see, Alex is not here, so it is my pleasure to introduce to you Che Lavelle Rose.
Yeah,
Welcome
I'm
to
Anthony
the show.
today. Hello, everybody. Hey, thanks for having me, for real, man. I was sitting at home playing Xbox, feeling like a loser.
You could be my older brother, though.
I'm going live now. It's a big difference.
Yeah, that's amazing. Where are you from?
Texas. I grew up in Texas, Fort Worth and Houston.
Yeah, everything's bigger in Texas. Shout out to Texas. The moon at night, the stars are bright, deep in the heart of Texas. Do you know that song?
I'm familiar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was a huge Pee Wee Herman fan as a child. Please excuse that. But I don't like empty theaters. But I'm so glad that you could come and share your gift slips because you're going to be firing up the stage a little later on in the show, correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a couple of jokes.
Yay! I know you're super funny, so I know it's going to be hot.
I think it's gonna be weird. I never gone up after a poet before. Like that's a weird vibe.
I do. We do it all the time. We perform at Busboys all the time together. And you performed at Busboys, so you know how
That was
it
a
is.
weird vibe. You can't go up after people who are just trying to make the world a better place, and I'm just talking about getting laid. It's a very different
everybody,
audience.
people need to get laid. I mean, there's everybody has their lane. You just have to stay in your lane. My sound effects aren't working today. Boo.
Oh, you got a soundboard?
Yes.
Oh, let's get weird.
Let's see.
Let's get weird. No? Oh, you could totally make up for these jokes if they're not funny? I'm a fan of that. I need all laugh tracks when I go up.
Oh, it's telling me that if I listen to it too loud, it's gonna hurt my ears.
You having fun?
Totally having fun. It's nothing more soothing than a baby crying in the background. Go off, baby. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the show. First up to bat, you already know. It's happening, you guys. I feel like it's on the way. Robert Mueller is investigating Donald Trump for obstruction.
I want to clap. I really want to clap, but like I don't. I don't think facts matter anymore. Like even if he gets charged guilty, it still takes like 2/3 of Congress to make it actually happen. And I just think they've decided to bury their head in the sand. Like I'm super happy. I hope he gets whatever, but I don't know, man. I'm very skeptical because there's been like 1,000 things that should have like got rid of Trump, and like he's still here.
I find it funny that you said bury their heads in the sand when they actually literally look like ostriches, like in the face. Like when you said that, I kind of like just did like a visual, and they look like ostriches. But you know, I'm an optimist. Che, you know, so it's like I feel like, you know, we're getting the momentum. You know, it's gonna turn into something. I'm grabbing at straws here. Like, what do you think? There's a picture. I think there's a picture of Trump saying, and it's a question on it. Do you believe? Yeah. Should President Trump face obstruction charges? We're watching Facebook Live. Do you think that he should?
I mean, absolutely, but it's just the way the world is right now. Like, as long as Republicans have power, they don't care. Like, you know how, like, we know that pretty much everybody involved in this campaign has had dealings with Russia, right? Mm-hmm. And they don't care. And I talk to, like, Republican friends of mine, and they don't believe that he's worked with Russia. And I try to ask them the same way, like, do you believe he's involved with Russia, even though all the people around him have been? Mm-hmm. So I try to ask the same question in a non-political way. I said, if you found out that all 4 Ninja Turtles were a part of the Taliban, would you let Splinter on an airplane? And of course you wouldn't.
No, because he's the master.
But that's just how it is, right? Like people.
So Donald Trump is the sensei, basically.
They're not going to believe it. It doesn't matter what happens. They're not going to believe it. They can show a video of Donald Trump like hanging out with Putin, and they
maybe if they put it on a baseball field. They seem to listen to that. That works out. Yeah, tough.
No such thing as too soon.
No, not at all. The next one. So Trump, after accusing Qatar of funding terrorism and Al-Qaeda, he did what he does best. Sold them $12 billion worth of U.S. weapons. $12 billion to someone that you just the other day did not trust. We have a picture of him with his hand. Yep, there he goes. We're keeping our guns. You liar!
Is that a real gun or a Photoshop gun?
I don't know. Gun? It looks like the first gun ever made, like a musket.
I mean,
shout out to 36 Nation in the building. They come on before us, so be sure you can, instead of turning in at 6, tuning in at 5 to catch their show. It's an amazing sports show for all of my sports fans out there. Super amazing show, 36 Nation. But see, the whole gun thing, the Second Amendment right, when they were talking about that, they were literally talking about barely functioning muskets. Like, they weren't talking about AK-47 assault rifles, you know what I'm saying, with red dots. They weren't thinking about that.
I mean, I'm a big fan, not of guns, but like of the idea of getting rid of the Second Amendment. Just because, you know, when I was in the Navy, I lived in Japan for 3 years.
Yes, and thank you for your service, by the way.
I didn't do nothing. I was drinking chew highs and hooking up with Japanese girls. It wasn't a very serious time in my life, but there's no guns in Japan. Like, the police don't carry guns, and there's no violence. Like, there's none. There was a female friend of mine, and she would come over and hang out, and I would offer to walk her home. Mm-hmm. And for years, you know, she thought I was offering to walk her home because I had a crush on her. But I'm like, no, it's 3 a.m. You shouldn't walk through dark alleys. And she just laughed at me because the idea of her being a victim of violence in Japan was just preposterous. There's no violence there because they don't have guns.
You really did like her though then. No.
Up for debate. But the point is, as an American, I'm thinking she can't walk home safely.
There, Jay.
But like, yeah, in countries with no guns, like, it's really, really good. It's great.
It's like, I don't know. This country just cannot get over its past. You know what I'm saying? It's like Stockholm syndrome to the 1000th degree. yeah, we just cannot get over it. And until we do let go of some of these rights that we feel like we should have and think, should we really have that right?
I mean, I'm from Texas, so I get it. I have a lot of friends who love guns, but like once you get into like AR-15s and assault rifles, like there's no zombie apocalypse coming. There's no reasonable reason to have like a war weapon. Like I trained with those weapons when I was in the military, and I know people who collect them like Pokemon. Like it's insane.
Yeah, Pokemon guns. That would be crazy if you could just throw a Pokemon ball and the gun come out. That's crazy. I'm just okay. So we were talking about the shooter. His name is James T. Hodgkinson.
And he wasn't black.
He wasn't. Oh my God.
Were you gonna leave me hanging?
Oh no, I'm sorry.
I was so worried. I was so worried. Like
I'm so
man,
sorry.
If this dude is black, it's gonna be a bad year.
Yeah.
And that's funny that we think like that. Like when that was happening, everybody on Facebook that I know that was like, man, please don't be a black
It's
dude.
like a sigh of relief. You can show his picture. I think we have a picture of him. I don't know. He kind of looks like. The picture?
I didn't see the picture. What's it look like?
Do we want to give him credit?
I mean,
take a poll.
He's a good aim.
Give the shooter credit or no?
I want to see it. I want to see the picture.
No? No. Oh my God. No. Now I'm scared. Oh my God. That was a scary picture.
It looks about right.
Yeah. And I do not condone what he did. You should never take anyone's life. The man was clearly mentally unstable. He has a long record of protesting and kind of going outside of the norm when it comes to protesting.
I didn't hear much about him. I just was happy he wasn't black. That was like my only thing.
God.
As soon as I found out he wasn't black, I turned off the TV and I was good. Like I didn't want to deal with that.
Well, Steve Scalise is okay. He's at the hospital. The actual police officers, could we show their pictures? It's Crystal Griner and David Bailey. They actually took down the gunman and received injuries trying to sustain everyone else's life. So shout out to them.
Yeah, man, that's a serious job.
Yeah, it is a serious
very
job.
serious
job. And I don't think people get enough recognition for those types of things. You always hear about the person that they protected, but you don't ever hear about the protectors. So I think it's important to, get that out there. So what we're going to do.
Comedy on the radio.
Comedy on the radio. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back and get some of this good old stand-up from Che Lavelle
Hey,
Rose.
have that laugh track ready, man. I can't.
Already.
All right, we're good.
We'll be right back.
Listen, vision. DC's #1 recording studio.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony. News, sports, truth with comedy. Community mixed with a little celebrity. Every Thursday night at 6 in the evening.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony.
Hey, what's going on? I never did comedy on the radio before. Usually it's the audience, but now it's just like two dudes in white t-shirts. So it's a lot of pressure on y'all to make me feel good about this. So I've been trying to meet somebody, but it's hard in DC. Because in DC, everybody you meet is like a lawyer or a consultant, something fancy. And I have a theory. DC is the only city in the country where your side chick has a PhD. You know, like side chicks are not supposed to have PhDs. Side chicks are not supposed to own condos. Your side chick is not supposed to speak French. Like your side chick's supposed to be like a dental assistant or an Uber driver. That's like the rage for a side chick. I had this one side chick and she was like, I gotta go. I gotta get back to the lab and finish curing cancer. I was like, that's not what side chicks do. That's not your contribution to society. Side chicks are supposed to make married men feel much better about the monotony of suburban 40s. That's not what they do in life, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. So I just found out that my mom switched from iPhone to Android, and the hell with her. I'm 35. I don't need a mom anymore, okay? I'm not Skyping in 2017. We're a FaceTime family. She did this to herself, okay? But on the plus side, at least she got a Samsung phone. Because you know how there's certain things in society that we know to be true, even though we never say them out loud. Like if someone goes through your timeline and they like a picture from like a year ago, that means they want to have sex with you. Or if somebody invites you over to watch a movie at midnight on a Tuesday, it means they want to have sex with you, right? And if someone has an Android phone and it's not at least a Samsung, we know that they have AIDS. Like we know, like you don't have your HTC and like your white blood cells at the same time. That's not a thing anymore. And I like that joke because it doesn't actually make any sense, but we all get it. Like we're all on the same page. Like, is that a Boost mobile phone? Cough over there. Get away from me with that. So I moved here recently from San Diego. And the first time I went to a bar in D.C., I overheard this black guy talking to this girl, and he said something I'll never forget. He said, I don't have any kids. My pullout game is on fleek. And as soon as he said that, I was like, oh, my God, I miss being around black people because there's none in San Diego. You see, black people are really good at finding cool ways to talk about shit. You know, like anybody else would have said, I don't have any kids because I want to get married and buy a house first, or I don't have any kids because I hate kids, you know, like normal shit. But we're like, I don't have any kids because my pullout game, if you'll give me the chance to show you, is way up here where Fleek is. That's us. So I moved here for grad school, and I go to school full time, and I'm in my 30s. And that's a weird transition to make, because that means after college, I had a career for a decade. And now at the end of that decade, I'm a broke-ass college student again. Like, how did that happen? Like, I have roommates again, like more than two. And this is really embarrassing. All right, the other day, I had to watch porn with headphones on. That's not something you do in your 30s. That's not something you do in your 30s. That's not something you do with a $400 pair of Beats by Dre headphones. It's too much bass. It sounds disgusting. That's a bad joke. I have to price check again. Like, I price check small things. Like, all right, a week ago, I went to the convenience store to buy condoms. I go to the front desk, and I say, let me get a box of condoms. And the guy's like, sure. Would you like anything else with that? And I was like, yeah, I would. Thank you for asking. I'm feeling very snackish right now. Let me get a Snickers bar. Then I was like, wait, hold on. How much is that Snickers bar? Because I'm not at a point in my life where I can afford $3 Snickers bars. I'm not a $3 Snickers type dude right now. I'm not like a 3 Snicker nigga, if you will. So he told me the price. And I was like, hey, you got any fun-size Snickers bars? You got any Snickers squares like what shitty neighbors give out on Halloween? Actually, you know what? Go ahead and give me a full-size Snickers bar. Don't worry about the condoms. My pullout game is on fleek. All right, my name is Che. That's me doing comedy on the radio.
Listen Vision. DC's #1 recording studio.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony. News, sports, truth with comedy. Community mixed with a little celebrity. Every Thursday night at 6 in the evening.
Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea.
It's Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea.
It's Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea.
It's Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea.
It's Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony.
Listen vision, listen vision. DC's #1 recording studio.
Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea.
It's Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea.
And we are back with Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony, but tonight is Che Lavelle.
I'm Anthony. I didn't see the 5. My bad, man. Where was the laugh track when I was doing comedy, man? I really needed that.
I
Needed
know
that
I
support.
was gonna do it, but then it just like
Yeah, it's kind of long.
yeah. Hey,
Thank you, Anthony.
you're welcome.
Thank you so much for that.
We're gonna continue with our celebrity news. So talking about money, Forbes highest paid entertainer. Who do you think it is? Forbes highest paid entertainer. Anybody? Going once? Anybody? No.
Is Oprah still killing it? I mean, like killing it. Like, no.
Guess who it is? Guess who's the top of the list? It's actually Sean Puffy Combs.
Puff Daddy's killing it
Puff
still.
Daddy is killing it with $130 million a year.
It's got to be like a business thing. I don't remember rocking out to no P Diddy.
I mean, but his entire brand is an entertainment brand. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think he sold a third of
Oh,
Sean
John.
John for $70 million.
Yeah.
And then the profits from Ciroc and all of his musical ventures. So that's $130 million.
There's so much more money in like what you can do with the money from entertainment than actual entertainment.
Oh, definitely. Once you make the money from entertainment, brand it.
I would look
brand
at the,
yourself. He's branded himself over and over again.
I would look at the highest paid rappers list every year, and up until like 2 years ago, Master P was still on it. Master P, who I ain't bumped since I was like in middle school, was hitting that list every year because of so many investments.
Nah.
Hey, he's got a video game coming out.
Oh my God.
Master P, I saw his trailer for it. It's called Get Money. Master P is making like his own Grand Theft Auto game.
Do you know that he patterned his business savviness after the Avon lady?
Go on.
He noticed that the Avon lady would come in the community and pop her trunk pretty much and go from house to house selling her Avon, and then she would come back with a pink Cadillac.
Really?
So he, in turn, took his music, went from city to city with his music in his trunk, and that's how No Limit was born.
I kind of forgot about him, but I was really feeling him doing the voice work, like the dialogue monologues on Solange's album. I was like, oh
that's
yeah,
how
I forgot I'm a
yeah.
Master P. I'm from the South. I grew up on Master P.
Yeah, I never forgot. Ever since he had gold ceilings, I was like, yeah, I need
What,
to
he
keep
had
up with
gold
this guy.
ceilings?
Yes, in his house, gold inlay. On
So
his
like the
ceilings.
maid had to come in twice a week and polish gold ceilings.
If she's on stilts,
That's insane.
yeah, super crazy. But yeah, shout out to P Diddy. He just got a back tattoo. Can we see that tattoo?
Here's the thing, man. You got to be cut to get tattoos. I don't get any tattoos because I didn't drop about 20 to 80 pounds before I get any tattoos. You can't get tattoos once you're like at that point in your life where you just don't know how to definition. It's a nice tattoo.
Yeah, that back though looked like a assembly line worker at the cookie factory. Like, why? That shape was just so wrong.
That
like,
is so specific.
Oh,
That is so
that's
specific.
exactly what I saw when I looked at it. I was like, why do you smell like cookies? It's because I worked the line. Yeah, but that's a very elaborate tattoo. How long did it take? Goodness.
That's got to be like a 10-session tattoo. Nobody does that something that elaborate in like one sitting. That's like I don't have nothing to do till April kind of tattoo.
He should have. They should have tattooed some abs or something, or like tattoo some of that back off. That was not a very
Tattoo
flattering
on some abs. Hey, real
back.
talk. That's how they had all the abs in 300. They were drawn on.
But they looked amazing though. Gerard, what was his name? Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler.
Yeah, because nobody can have real abs like that. That was crazy. Best part of that movie when he kicked the man in that hole.
Yeah, that movie was really crunk. But the abs were either drawn on and they dehydrated all of them. That movie has the record for the highest number of actors to pass out on set. Because to be real cut, you need to be dehydrated. Like people who do like fitness competitions, they don't drink water that day. So if everybody had that look during that movie, nobody was drinking water like all day long.
Are you sure they didn't pass out because it just it was stinking so bad from all those underarms and crotches being out?
Pretty sure.
Yeah,
Pretty sure.
like that
Pretty sure
would
that
make
wasn't
me
it.
nauseous. Like that was a lot of crotch action and a lot of like underarms just out. And you know they didn't bathe back then, so it's like shoo-wee. God.
Chris Brown and Rihanna, man. So tell me about what happened. I only heard about it.
That was a late bomb drop for my joke.
Oh, my bad. Man.
It took forever for that bomb to fall, though, right? I forgot about it. Chris Brown and Rihanna. Wait to don't show the video. This is serious. Well, the first part is funny. The second part is serious. The first part, Chris Brown. He just did a movie. It's kind of like a movie documentary, musical type thing. In this movie, he professes that he was going to propose to Rihanna before all of the things popped off.
Before he beat her up?
Before he beat her up. Now, the movie came out and Rihanna did not respond.
Okay.
So Chris Brown is up in arms because Rihanna did not respond and she should have called, when this revelation was made in this movie. And he's really up in arms because she has not responded to him saying that he was going to marry her. That's the funny part to me. That's the funny part.
But here's the thing you're not looking at, right? I think Chris Brown loves Rihanna more than anyone has ever loved anybody in the history of the world. Because he's bringing up the thing that everybody hates him for from like 10 years ago. That would be like Trump, like today, bringing up the whole grab by the thing. Like, he doesn't want to talk about that. That was a terrible time in his campaign. Chris Brown is bringing that back up. That is insane. Like, most people, whatever they did in the past, they want to like, well, that didn't happen. They want to get past it. If he's bringing that back up, he is really in love.
Well, we have a picture of Rihanna. This is probably
man, I don't wanna
why
see that.
she did not. This is the serious part. This is why she did not call you back. Next week, I will be having LaTonya Pridgen on the show. She will be talking about domestic abuse, the signs of it, when to get out, places you can go. She's just written a new book, and she'll be on here next week to talk about that. What would make him think that someone would even want to respond to something like that? Like, why would you even put that in there?
I mean, Chris Brown is crackhead skinny right now. Like he is not in his good sense of mind right now. There's no way he thought that she's gonna take him back.
So do you think that he was inebriated when he made that statement, or when he just got mad because she did not respond?
It's weird because it's like if he released this thing, there were like editors and like managers and people
Exactly.
who like,
Who's around you?
Yeah,
I know
like-
if my friend was doing, I would have been like,
yeah. So I don't know.
just leave it
how to-
alone. Yeah, she's
How
good.
to,
You're good. Just leave it
how
alone.
to even like
because-
look at that? Like, I don't know if he's like Trump, but like no one can tell him how to do things. But that's strange.
Yeah, it's super weird, and I'm glad she's over him. Shout out to Rihanna. I'm Team Navy. Shout out to Rihanna Mugler.
Hey, I'll be honest though, I like Rihanna as a rapper. After that track on Kendrick's album,
Yo, Rihanna, she's so
I like her as a
multi-talented
rapper.
though. But I feel like she can just basically hum and have that little beat, that little Caribbean island, you know, and it'll just make you get work, work, work. Anytime you can make a song just saying work and you know people do not like to work, but people are dancing to it, yeah, you pretty much can do anything.
Fair enough,
Work,
man.
work, work, work,
I was
work,
just shocked.
work,
That little
work.
big forehead girl got bars. Bars.
Bars. 1, 2, 3, forehead. So, Mary J. Blige and her ex, I think we have a picture of them. She has to pay him $30,000 a month in alimony and spousal support.
You know, I read the story because you told me we're talking about the story. I don't really listen to celebrity news. But like, I was thinking, like, they don't have kids together. She's paying child support for the stepchildren she got from him. I should be mad, but I think dudes are owed, man. Dudes need to win a couple of these cases once in a while. I'm a fan.
Well, you know, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. People say that a lot. But at the same token, it's really, to be honest, it's kind of Mary's fault.
I don't really keep up with her. I haven't seen her since she dropped that hot song for Hillary Clinton. Like, what is she doing now? Like, what did she do? I don't know the story. I want to hear the story.
Oh my God, that song was horrible. President Clinton, don't Clinton think about the children and the gunshots that are ringing. I was like, oh my God, Mary, what are you doing? It was almost as worse as the Burger King chicken commercial she did. Remember that? When the lady went up to the counter, she was like, I like a chicken. And then Mary J. Blige pops out, chicken. Anybody say chicken? Crispy chicken and lettuce, tomato.
I think that's why I watch Netflix, man. I haven't seen any dumb commercials in a long time.
Yep, they pulled that commercial instantaneously.
Instantaneously?
Because Mary J. Blige was pretty much singing about chicken. And I feel like they had a new watermelon dessert, so it just really just did not sit
Wait,
well.
did they really, or are you making that up?
I'm making it up. But it would have been, you know, super, super crazy. That's crazy. Her stepdaughter actually is on a show. I don't know which one it is, but that's actually how they list her. You know, like when you have a reality show and they put who you are at the bottom, it says Mary J. Blige's stepdaughter.
Like, it doesn't say her name. It just says Mary J. Blige's stepdaughter. I think we need to, like, petition whitehouse.gov or whoever we need to do to tell old celebrities to just chill. Like, they need to stop at a certain point.
But see, I mean, that's ageism.
Yeah,
And that's what he was actually, like, I read the article. He would tell her, your fans are tired of you. You've actually timed out. Can you imagine your husband telling you that when he was nowhere around, when you were real love? What's the 411? Let me know. Mary, why didn't you get a prenup? He wasn't around.
no,
What's
he
the
got a
411?
prenup. It didn't work out. I read the article. She got one. It's just, they were like, yeah, them kids that are somebody else's, you got to pay for those.
But it didn't say such and such in child support. It said alimony.
I've never had money. I don't know how money works, to be honest with you. Like, if I got married and got a divorce tomorrow, like, somebody would get 2 Xbox games. That's where I'm at in life. So I don't know how any of that works, but I'm serious. Old celebrities need to, like, either just stop or find, like, an old celebrity career. Like, once you hit, like, 45, Mary J. Blige to release gospel albums and, like, cookbooks. That's what she should do with the rest of her life. She's
So
doing
she should turn into Mahalia Jackson and Martha Stewart? That's
yeah, I'm a big fan. Is she going to have another hit?
Yeah.
Really?
Never count Mary out. Do you know how many bad times Mary got me through? Shout out to Mary J. Blige. My life, oh my God, it changed my life. Listening to it. You remember you used to have the cassette that you put in, but it was connected to the CD player in your car? Oh my God, My Life. Amazing album, Mary. But yeah, if you did have a prenup and it wasn't ironclad, ooh, yeah, that was kind of on you. He wasn't there for any of your success, and I feel like he just shouldn't reap the benefits. He was her manager, but when you're someone's manager and they're your only client, are you really a manager? Like, it's
I don't know what managers do. Like, I don't understand, like, what do they do?
Apparently tell you you're too old and your fans are tired of you.
I mean, but she still did the Hillary thing. He's not a good manager.
Yeah. So Next, we have Star Trek Discovery. I'm a Trekkie. You're a Trekkie. Okay, so we have a picture of Star Trek. I thought that the young lady who was the lead, she's a black captain.
It's the chick from Walking Dead. Not Michonne, the bright skinned woman on Walking Dead. That's why they killed her off. Spoiler alert. That's why they killed her off.
Oh my god!
So she could focus on Star Trek. I'm a fan. I've watched Star Trek for a long time, but she's not the first black captain. We had this conversation earlier.
Yeah.
Deep Space Nine, man.
I'm sorry. What show was that?
Star Trek Deep Space Nine. You don't like Deep Space Nine? Let me see your wallet.
Nope. That was the worst Star Trek.
Let me. I need to pull out your black card. Really?
No, I didn't use Deep Space
You weren't
Nine.
feeling Captain Sisko?
No, it should have been Deep Space 1000. Like push them further into space because I wasn't into that. But check that out. That's coming up to CBS. Now we have this Bill Maher. Did I say that?
Bill Maher.
Bill Maher.
Oh, the N-word?
Yes, using the N-word. How do you feel about that?
As a comedian, I understand the mistake. I've tried to have like witty banter back and forth, and it's not something that you've planned out. And he's a little too familiar. I wasn't that mad about it, to be honest. I mean, I'm not gonna be like he's not an ally because he made this one mistake. Like if you try to name, you're not gonna name 10 people that have been on TV calling out racist Republicans or defending Obama more than him. Whatever small slap on the wrist he gets, he should get it. But some people were like, he should be off the air. It's like, calm down. It was a slip. But I mean, everybody who writes blogs to be mad about it, they don't understand like the back and forth that happens when you're doing comedy. And it wasn't a planned joke. That didn't go through writers. That didn't get edited. That was like quick off the top of my head.
Impromptu, off the cuff.
Nah, he's a little too comfortable.
Yeah, I feel like that's what Ice Cube was saying. Can we show that video? Just a little bit of it. I don't think we're gonna watch.
Oh, he got checked by Ice Cube. It's kind of hard to watch.
Ooh, yeah, just a little bit. Yeah,
it's kind of hard to watch. He went kind of hard on him. Is the video
Two
covered?
questions. What made you think that it was cool to say that?
That's
one question.
I just explained. There was no thought put into it. Obviously, I was telling Dr. Dyson, comedians, they react. And it was wrong, and I apologized. And, more than that, I can't do.
I accept your apology. But I still think we need to get to the root of the psyche, because I think it's a lot of guys out there who cross the line because they a little too familiar, or they think they too familiar, or it's guys that, they might have a black girlfriend or two that made them some Kool-Aid every now and then, and they think they can cross the line, and they can't. It's a word that has been used against us. It's like a knife, man, and you can use it as a weapon or you can use it as a tool. It's been used as a weapon against us by white people, and we're not going to let that happen again by nobody, because it's not cool. Now,
I feel like that was needed. I get it as a comedian. You are in the moment, and I've said things that, weren't planned.
For example?
I mean, things today on the show that weren't planned that could be taken as, a little risque. But, that's a part of what you are and what you do.
Yeah.
Those off the cuff comments like that, they can be hitters or they could be missed, but you take the good with the bad. Now with him, there's a history of making those types of jokes that sometimes aren't even funny. So it's like, if you do it, should it be funny?
See, the thing is, I don't like Bill Maher as a comedian. I don't really think he's that funny, but the conversation that he hosts on his show is really, really good. I kind of like zone out when he's talking, and I wait. Like, who knew Kerry Washington and Ben Affleck were so woke? That's why I watch his show.
Yeah, he
Not
does
so
have an
much for
awesome
comedy.
show.
But I'll be honest, as far as the N-word, what weirds me out?
What?
When Mexicans call me the N-word, because I don't know how to feel. Like, do I dap you up? Do we fight? That's what weirds me out, because I'll hear, like, Mexicans who just really chill and a little too comfortable. Like, hey, my nigga, I'll be like,
That's an interesting.
What do you do? Just roll with it. You just roll with it. You don't know what to say. You just
I
roll
like
with it.
Mexican food, so I'm pretty much okay with it. So it's like, ugh, I'm not sure.
I mean, I like casseroles, but I'm still mad at Bill Maher.
Only because he looks like Mrs. Doubtfire, would you think that casseroles go with him? That is crazy. I don't know.
Did he get punished or anything, or was it just they just brought some black people on the show to make him feel bad?
Pretty much. And who better to do it than Ice Cube?
Ice
So,
Cube in his exact same Dickies outfit from.
if he
Boys
has a
in the
closet
Hood.
full of Dickie shirts, that would be crazy.
He's like the Black Steve Jobs. He got a closet and it's 40 the same outfit.
I thought you were about to say he's like the Black Steve Harvey.
Ugh.
Super coon. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break. And when we come back, we're gonna get some more wonderful, wonderful poetry, wonderful spoken word from the artist Jeffrey. And then that will be the end of the show. So tune in. He's gonna light up this stage right quick, and then we'll ask him a couple of questions about what he has coming up next. And we'll be back with Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony.
I'm Anthony.
Listen vision, listen vision. DC's #1 recording studio. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony. News, sports, truth with comedy. Community mixed with a little celebrity. Every Thursday night at 6 in the evening.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea with Alex and Anthony.
Unless you've been living under a rock and you think racism ended when we elected Barack, this is still a crazy time to exist. Where black men, women, elders, even the little children, they're catching warning shots from cops for barely even moving their fist, not even raising their hand to resist. They're just another innocent bystander, Sandra Bland. Another innocent bystander, Rekia Boyd. Another innocent bystander, Oscar Grant. Another innocent bystander, Mike Brown. Another innocent bystander, Trayvon Martin. Another innocent bystander, Philando Castile. Another innocent bystander, Alton Sterling. Another innocent bystander, Tamir Rice. Another innocent bystander who's just living by the standards of those who have oppressed and divided us for centuries. Not to mention stole, then rewrote our whole history. Force-feeding us lies, evil in disguise, waterboarding us with the tears of our ancestors, a people without roots from Cali to Manchester. We've been stripped of the knowledge from the first Timbuktu college. Slavery, that wasn't where we began, that was where we were demolished. And when it was abolished, we were a people displaced, thrown into a rat race that began before we were running, throwing stones as they were gunning, hiding in the shadows as they were coming, hound dogs howling after us as slave catchers were hunting. And that was the first police force, just in case y'all were wondering. Me, I'm not praying to the North Star in the times of the storm and the thundering, because prayer without action is not what it's about. A black man was in office, but it's always been called the White House. In the news, it's all bad when we go to sleep and wake up. The crooked, they're stealing and killing just to get their cake up. And we got to come together because no one person can save us. Our modern society is primed for a real shakeup. Better yet, it's time to give all these suits Trump a shakedown, sound the alarm. Society is on the brink of a breakdown, and the masses, they're restless all the way from Cairo to Cape Town. And concrete walls and razor wire don't guarantee you a safe town. And the least of us, we can't even make ends meet. We paying real high rents. And these xenophobes, they'll really win if we let them build up that high fence. Tyrants committing genocide, good people always just sitting and watching in silence. It's time we come together, unify and fight the violence. Because the rich, they're running scared. That's why they're stockpiling their rifles. The poor, omnipresent, at least according to their Bible. But the haves ignore the have-nots, and we're struggling for survival. We are each other's keepers, not enemies and rivals. But right now in the music industry, we got a real problem. There's a bunch of young thugs talking about being real niggas just because they can pull a trigger, but there's a spot for them in the KKK because they love to kill niggers. And that's right. I said that with the ER. Because I'm tired of seeing my brothers sending my brothers to the ER. It's long past time we let all this hatred die out now. Because the government, they want us all dead, and ISIS is chopping heads like Kung Lao. And we all got to wake up because sleep is kin to death. And I'll be lighting my people's candles till I got no fire left. And then it's in y'all's hands to carry the torch on. Stop letting the youth get gunned down in the streets and in your lawns. We got a generation clubbing nightly trying to get their grooves on, oblivious to the fact that we're all getting moved on. And the man, he's stripping our rights, and we almost butt naked. And they just waiting for martial law, so don't start going ape. Shh. We've been conditioned to believe we aren't really living up in the matrix, but we got to move from fearing to loving, because that's the universe's basis. They say the revolution won't be televised. You better tell them guys to listen here, because the revolution is now, and change is coming this year. Applause makes it like so much better. It's like, it's like a real performance. But yeah, peace to the tribe. This next piece I'm about to do is the second half of a performance piece of the poetic duo that I'm a part of, Jamarian XY. So, I'm not a rapper. I am a Zulu zebra zealot, zipping and zigzagging through these zany, yawning youth, yoking up and yelling at these yappy yellow xenophobes and xenophiles who examine us as we exist and exterminate us for exhibiting excellence. We wait and work for wealth while those whimsical worms work with well-off weaklings who worship vessels of violence, violating the vestiges of valor, vandalizing virtues and values in a venomous, vile vacuum, and unfortunately, the unemployed urban underdogs usually unite in unholy unions of unhappiness. These terrible tyrants are taunting us with their twisted tongues as our tracheas tell tales of terror, slit throats, severed spines, smashed skulls, several stories stemming from the same scenario. Snakes serving slithery sultans sided with sadistic simpletons. These rebellious, rambunctious remarks are the revival of the revolutions raging with Rodney's roadside rituals. The quintessential quarrels and qualms of quacks quivering behind peepholes are the periodic payments of pimp pleasantries produced by permanently pig-headed police policies impartial to the people. Ostracized organizations often oppose the opinions of opponents at every opportunity. And newsflash, nearly nobody knows the names of the native nations now. The negligence is nearly nauseating. Meanwhile, malicious men manufacture mayhem, manipulate and manage maniacal municipal machines, lead low-life lawyers to love the litigations of those who lead a life of luxury, knowing their kin and kids are keen to knock kindness to kingdom come, knocking knowledge, kinesthetic knockouts, and Ku Klux killings on camera. Jeffrey's jujitsu jumping jive judges in their own jurisdiction for these jarring jokes of judgment as the imaginary ill ideas of intellectuals influence individuals' identities, incomes, and insert us as inmates and institutions. The harboring of hate has hollowed and hardened like half the hearts of the healthy humans here. Hence the growing gargantuan gangs of the governing godless gentry's goons, guarding gains, generating fear, forgetting their former faith, following the fakes, frankly, a frenzy of fools failing to function. Evidently, the epitome of evil is enthralling to everybody's eyes and egos as these demons and devils are delegating their dastardly deeds designed to destabilize and destroy disguised cleverly as common cops who were just click-clack casually causing casualties like a creeping callous cancer. These blue barbaric buffoons are beating, butchering, bombing, burning, and burying the bodies of black and brown babies before their breakfast bacon. But apparently, America's apathy is an appendage of an approaching apocalypse. Bless, bless.
That was amazing. Please give it up for the artist Jeffrey one more time.
I like it. He cares about things.
Yes, all of them. Like I want to be woke like Jeffrey.
we're very different. Like he cares about everything, and if you didn't call me to do this show, I might not have showered today. Like,
Oh my God.
we're very different people.
Look, I told you when I saw you, I was
Thank you.
like,
I smell good now.
yeah,
Thank you.
you
It's
smell.
all
I
good
was
you.
like, look at you, all cleaned up,
Even when you call me, like,
all
hey man,
casket sharp.
you call me, can you do this radio show? And I was like, yeah, let me say this game real quick.
My God, because you're a video game head. If you didn't notice what he was doing the alphabet backward. Shout out. That was amazing. And the content was amazing. You are talented, you are gifted, and your gifts will make room for you. I just like to thank Listen Vision Studios. I like to give Che Lavelle Rose a round of applause for coming out. Kevin Sutton, how can I do this without you? Thanks to Paige, Jacob, Morgan, Jeremy, Jean-Louise. And shout out to Orlando Harper, who helped me do the theme song that I can no longer get out of my head. So we thank you for watching. Tune in next week. LaTonya Pridgeon will be here, and we'll have an amazing show like always. Thank you for tuning in to Thursday Night Tea with Alex and Anthony, and we'll see you next Thursday at 6 o'clock. And Che,
I'm Anthony.
have a good night.
DC's #1 recording studio. Thursday